What is this? All right, I'm off to work. It's good to be back at work. Okay, so obviously I don't wear this to work. Who wears a tie when they're a freelancer? Let me just change real quick. Whew. This is what I actually wear probably on a daily basis. Yo, what's up? My name is James, and I made a startup at 20 years old, and I just kind of want to share the realistic lifestyle of it. Even if you are starting a business or you have just started one, you probably know how difficult it actually is. So I want to show you the experience of what actually starting a business is like at 20 years old, or any age, honestly. But I'm 20, so that's why. If you get the whatever.
Somewhere on the sea, it got a little longer, so it seems. I burned out, so to speak.
Freaking land surfing. Whoa. I need to get off my street as soon as possible because it's so awkward filming where your neighbors can see you and shit. Okay, I need to get out of my neighborhood. As a 20-year-old with a startup business, it's an awkward stage because I went to school for business and now I have no idea what I'm actually doing here. To be completely honest with you, college is shit. I mean, I guess it depends on what course you're taking, but for me specifically, if you're gonna go for business, learn that shit yourself. You're gonna learn a lot more, experiencing it in the real world, getting rejected, and learning from the mistakes. I have a freelancing business where I make commercials for basically companies, and they could be smaller or bigger companies, but it's basically making like commercials and stuff to advertise what they do. So I make like cinematic videos. Let me roll some clips real quick of like what I actually am doing.
On the mud, now you see us going up.
We created sketchbook comics for our love of the hobby. We used to go to Comic Cons all the time, and we wanted to bring that experience to our community.
So my first expectations was, yo, I'm gonna start a business and it's gonna be great and everything's gonna work out super awesome. I'm gonna make 2 videos a week for clients. So I start the business and that doesn't happen.
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
So the biggest thing is that you need to be kind of humbled by that. Expectations of a business growing really quick, it's not gonna happen. It's gonna take the next 5-6 years for me to even make some sort of growth. You're not gonna get far in life if you don't try. Honestly, that's kind of what I'm trying to do, just get growth somehow.
I was shining on the city lights.
Doggo. Oh shit.
Now you live a petty life. All those nights I laid awake, I pray for better life. Now I wake up with a baddie like I said I might. This a better life, you never tried, I bet it right. This a better life, you never tried, I bet it right. You been stuck is where you at because you never tried. Want a better life, I had to try, I bet it right.
Shit, it's wet. I'm gonna sit on the board, it's wet. Is it wet? Is it raining? Oh shit, if it's raining, I have nothing to protect the camera. I don't even think that it could rain. That's possible. So if you are starting a business, my biggest suggestion is you're my age 20, get a part-time job while you do it. What I did was I gave up my serving job and I started working full-time on the business, but it's really hard to start a business without any clients. Like you'll have some connections and stuff, you can use your family and stuff, but once you use up those connections, which is kind of what I did, you have to do cold calls. And I'm not sure if you know what that is, but cold calls means you actually have to go out to the businesses, directly talk to the people in charge and try to pitch and convince them to buy your product, or for me, my video, so my service, I guess. So I had to convince them to buy the product. A lot of us in life decide, you know what, we're just gonna play victim to life. If you play victim, you're no longer a leader of your own life. You become the sheep instead of the shepherd, and you get a lot of rejection, and it gets to your head when you start a business if you don't have an income coming in. So one week you'll be like, hell yeah, I made a bunch of money. The next week you make no money. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be really difficult. Life is gonna be tricky and it's gonna be hard to figure out things at this age. But as long as you are trying and as long as you are still doing things and you're not giving up and pushing through, and the thing is, if you have a burnout, that's fine. Just take like a break, but don't let that break continue forever. There's a book that I'm reading right now, and it's Will Smith's book, just called Will. It really had me motivated to like keep pushing through at doing my business. But basically, he ended up just taking a bunch of opportunities, connecting with a lot of people, and then that's where those specific times that he was at those situations, if he didn't decide to go to like a studio and meet that one producer or anything like that, then he would have never been able to do the things that he did. If you have something where you think, I have to do something, just start doing it. And that's gonna be the first part of you becoming a leader in your life. And when you're a leader in your life, then you can lead a business. That's how I started doing my stuff. I started creating and my videos started getting better and I progressed and I was able to start selling them because they were professional enough. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
You never tried, I bet it right. You been stuck is where you at because you never tried. Want a better life?
Realistic life of what living